Hi, third graders. All right, our book for today is called The Empty Pot. And this story is about a child in China. A long time ago in China, there was a boy named Ping who loved flowers. Anything he planted burst into bloom. Up came flowers, bushes, and even big fruit trees as if by magic. Everyone in the kingdom loved flowers too. They planted them everywhere, and the air smelled like perfume. The emperor loved birds and animals, but flowers most of all, and he tended his own garden every day. But the emperor was very old. He needed to choose a successor to the throne. So, what do you think it means when it says he needed to choose a successor to the throne? He's very old, and he needs to choose a successor. Who would his successor be, and how would the emperor choose? Because the emperor loved flowers so much, he decided to let the flowers choose. The next day, a proclamation was issued. All the children in the land were to come to the palace. There they'd be given special flower seeds by the emperor. Whoever could show me their best in a year's time, he said, will succeed me to the throne. So who's he trying to offer the job of emperor to? This news created great excitement throughout the land. Children from all over the country swarmed to the palace to get their flower seeds. All the parents wanted their children to be chosen emperor, and all the children hoped they would be chosen too. When Ping received his seed from the emperor, he was the happiest child of all. He was sure he could grow the most beautiful flower. Ping filled a flower pot with rich soil. He planted the seed in it very carefully. So far, is Ping taking his job of growing a flower very seriously? He watered it every day. He couldn't wait to see it sprout. Day after day passed, but nothing grew in his pot. How come? What do you think? He planted it right away. He watered it every day. He was waiting to see it sprout, but nothing happened. The pot was empty. Ping was very worried. He put new soil into a bigger pot. Then he transferred the seed into the rich black soil. Another 2 months he waited. Still nothing happened. By and by, the whole year passed. So the whole year passed. What do you think happened by the whole year? Spring came, and all the children put their best clothes to greet the emperor. They rushed to the palace with their beautiful flowers, eagerly hoping to be chosen. Do you think Ping is eagerly running to the palace to show the emperor what he did? Ping was ashamed of his empty pot. He thought the other children would laugh at him because for once he couldn't get a flower to grow. His clever friend ran by holding a great big plant. "Ping," he said, "you're not really going to the emperor with an empty pot, are you? Couldn't you grow a great big flower like mine?" "I've grown lots of flowers better than yours," Ping said. This seed, it won't grow." Ping's father overheard and said, "You did your best, and your best is good enough to present to the emperor." Holding the empty pot in his hands, Ping went straight away to the palace. What do you think the emperor might say about the empty pot? The emperor was looking at the flowers slowly, one by one. How beautiful all the flowers were! But the emperor was frowning and did not say a word. How come? What do you think he's thinking right now? He's looking at all these beautiful flowers, and then he didn't say a word. What do you think? Finally, he came to Ping. Ping hung his head in shame, expecting to be punished. The emperor asked him, "Why did you bring an empty pot?" Ping started to cry and replied, "I planted the seed you gave me and I watered it every day, but it didn't sprout. I put it in a better pot with better soil, but still it didn't sprout. I tended it all year long, but nothing grew. So today, I had to bring an empty pot without a flower. It's the best I could do." When the emperor heard these words, a smile slowly spread over his face, and he put his arm around Ping. Then he exclaimed to one and all, "I have found him. I have found the one person worthy of being the emperor." Why do you think he's saying that he's worthy to be the emperor? "Where you got your seeds from, I do not know, for the seeds I gave you had all been cooked, so it was impossible for any of them to grow." Oh, so what does that mean the rest of the kids did? If he said, "Where you got your seeds from, I do not know, for the seeds I gave you had all been cooked, so it was impossible for any of them to grow." What does that mean the rest of the kids did with the seeds and their pots? "I admire Ping's great courage to appear before me with the empty truth. And now I reward him with my entire kingdom and make him emperor of all the land." So Ping was honest, right? His plant didn't grow. He tried to change the soil. He tried to water it. It still wouldn't grow. But instead of finding a seed that would grow, he decided to keep what he had and be honest with the emperor. And him being honest got him the entire kingdom. And now he will get to be emperor of the whole kingdom. So always remember, honesty is definitely the best policy.